We are here in our Builder Source kitchen with co-owner and vice president of Builder Source himself, Mike Williams. Welcome to the show. Good to have you back.
Thank you, Nikki. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you, and world-renowned chef and author, and one of the first people I ever met in New Mexico, Jane Butel. Welcome
it's
back.
my pleasure. I just love being here.
Oh, I'm so happy you're both
Such
here.
a gorgeous kitchen, thanks to Mike.
Thanks to Mike. And of course, today, you know, we're talking, I told you, we have chefs here every day. They always comment on our beautiful kitchen, and they talk about how great it is to cook on our stovetop. And today, we're talking about induction cooking. So let's get into that a little bit. Tell me a little bit about how precisely the burners work.
Well, Nikki,
and
induction...
I'm just going to show how we're going to make this so I can be off to the side.
Oh, okay.
So what we're doing is creating a recipe from here, which is just a simple rub of pure New Mexico chili, salt and sugar. And
I trust you with the chili, because you taught me how to make it in the first place. Okay, so while Jane does that, tell me how it works.
Well, induction cooking is using magnetic energy. So you're really cooking without heat. These burners won't heat up. For example, I'll turn on this burner here on high, and I'm getting absolutely no heat. However, we're going to turn this burner on here. This pot is, as long as a magnet will stick to your pot, and you can find them anywhere. We just turn this on right here, and this pot's going to heat up instantly.
Because it's magnetic.
It's magnetic, so we're not heating the air, we're heating the pot, and the pot gets hot, the sides, the bottom, everything, and that will heat the product, the food product inside, much faster, much more evenly.
And that was what I was just going to say. It gets a more even temperature around, which is so nice. And if you have children around, and they do this, you're safe?
It won't work unless you have any kind of magnetic.
See, I love that. So don't wear a magnet ring or things like that if you're around the stove. Now, Jane, what is it that you're actually going to be making for us specifically?
Okay, well, it's seared salmon, and this is a perfect test for induction cooking because the heat goes through the pan, heats up the pan, and then it all goes into the food. So we get a perfect, listen to that sizzle.
I love that.
So this is a perfect pan searing concept. This is a Le Creuset pot that just has a non-stick finish, and all I did was rub a wee little bit of vegetable oil, and it was pretty well seasoned. So now we're going to let it sear for about 2 minutes. And what's so fascinating is you can set an ice cube here.
You can?
See, feel this.
Yeah, it's totally cool there.
Oh my gosh!
So it's
the
really
area around the pot will get hot, but that's only because of transference of heat from the pot.
Isn't that great?
That is fabulous, and that's got to be a comfort to a lot of parents out there who cook at home a lot, and they have kids around, and they're always worrying about them touching the stove. And the thing is, like you said, it's going to cook more evenly. And when we adjust these burners, how do we do that? Is there a specific way?
Well, you just like a normal electric cooktop. You can just set it to any temperature that you want, and that's what's really nice is you can get this down to a low melt. So we could put chocolate and keep it at just a normal state, but just have it melted.
Oh, I love it, so it doesn't overcook.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's great. Now, we're working with a Wolf induction stovetop today, right?
Yes, this is Wolf, but all manufacturers make induction cooking.
Okay, is there a difference between the different brands, or?
Some have a little bit more features, some automatic features for showing you a hot temperature when the burner's still too hot to touch. In Europe, induction cooking has been the leading cooking surface for the last 10 years.
I didn't know.
So all of this technology is European driven. And the price of these cooktops, which used to be over $2,000 and now really have come down to around $1,200.
Really?
So it's very
much more affordable. Yeah, I would never even know that. And what I love also is that on this stovetop, and it's very much like our other one as well, is that you do have the hot, so you always know when it's hot, but you can touch all of these, and the one that doesn't have the cooking going on, you're not going to have to worry about burning yourself. And when you're ready to turn it off, we have the lock. That's one of my favorite features, is the lock.
Look how well it's seared.
Oh, wow, Jane.
Isn't that wonderful?
That was so quick.
And I just made this really quickly.
What is it?
And this is fresh peaches, actually from my tree, a fruit tree in Krause, and chopped onion, bell pepper, cream, chili, fresh lime juice, a little salt, and red bell pepper, all chopped. And the basis is this grilled white corn. I took corn and grilled it. I honestly grilled it outside, cut it off the cob. It's outrageous with the salmon.
Mike and I get first dibs.
Yeah, you do.
And I've been in your backyard, and I will tell you, nothing like cooking at Jane's. It's the best. Now, you also have a book that you're showing us today.
Yes, these recipes are from Real Women Eat Chilies.
Okay.
But real men do too.
Real men do too, right?
Thank you very much.
I never knew why they titled it that. That was not my idea. And just a couple of things. We're still teaching the weekend and week-long schools, and we're teaching at Builder Source. We have a wonderful class every single month using all your great facilities.
Oh, they've been great classes. They've been filled up every month.
Yeah.
And any age group, or?
Just so long as they're not screaming and yelling like little 2-year-olds or 3-year-olds. That's the only stipulation. I guess if a 40-year-old was screaming and yelling, they wouldn't be.
It was like,
Oh, there you go.
I've seen plenty of those too, believe me. So now, Mike, you get to have the cooking classes at Builder Source?
Yes.
So they come into the kitchens, they use the different appliances, and then they know what works best for them as when they're home cooking, which is great.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Jane shows her famous recipes.
Oh,
so.
thank you. We're doing fall brunch recipes,
fun.
really fun recipes with green chilies. Now, you can tell when the salmon, like this salmon's really getting medium, so I'm going to take it off. This one's a little thicker cut,
Okay.
so it's medium rare. I'm going to take it off also, because if it were I would prefer the medium rare. So.
I kind of like it well done myself.
Oh, you do? Well, then
do.
you'll like that
I
piece.
like that one. Now that was really fast. That took barely any time to make, and this is
now-
something else I noticed. You didn't have that on a long time to get it hot, which we're used to here in New Mexico, taking so long sometimes for the heat. But it didn't
Well, it's not
happen
so
here.
long for the heat, it's the altitude. You
Right.
boil at 10 degrees less.
Right.
But here, it's faster, it's the fastest
Oh, it's
known cooking.
Much faster. You could actually boil water faster on this cooktop than you can in your microwave.
Wow.
And you have much more control than you do on gas cooktops or on standard electric cooktops.
Oh, I love that.
But look how fast this just calmed down.
And what would you recommend for cleaning? I mean, do you wait for it to cool down, and then once it's not hot anymore, how do you clean
Just
it? 'Cause
your
I know-
regular ceramic glass cleaner.
Okay.
It's the same glass that you have on standard electric cooktops.
It's
Okay.
the saran, and as a woman, we tend to be the ones that are
Cleaning
the
up.
KP crew. And look, see, this is chili and salt and sugar. Normally that would be sticking.
Yes.
And if there's any fat spatters, see, it doesn't cook on, because I can touch this.
That must be nice when you're making eggs. You know, when you flip your omelets and you get egg all
It's-
over the stove.
That's one of the
Doesn't bake
real
on.
benefits if
Oh
you're
my
concerned with
gosh.
cleanup.
Definitely. Well, okay, Mike and I, as I mentioned, should really be able to try this first and foremost, right? Because we are here after
Oh, we
all.
should.
So, I mean, don't twist my arm too much.
Wow, that looks
This
exceptional.
looks incredible, Jane.
Well, I hope you like it. So
And leave
you
the plate
said,
there so
I
we can
hope
get a
you
nice
like
look.
it medium rare.
Oh, I'm good for that. I like
okay.
that. Medium rare is perfect.
So I'll do yours first, Nikki.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Jane. So excited.
And there's lots more of this grilled corn. I just love grilled corn. I don't hardly ever steam or boil corn anymore.
Ooh,
I
love it.
always,
thank you very much, ma'am.
well, I hope you like it. And
I
there's
know I
lots
will.
more.
I'm
And
excited.
here you go.
And for today's recipe, of course, you can log on to our website at casa.com and be sure to head on into Builder Source, and you'll be able to find everything you need to be able to do your very own induction cooking.
Yeah, and sign up for our classes too.
Oh, I love it. Oh,
Isn't that fun?
Oh, yes.
You can
This
sign
is
up
so
on my
good.
website as well, www.janebutelcooking.com.
It's worth it. Trust me.
Do you like it?